outside, the snow is falling, and friends are calling you. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you.
So, oh shit. Got the calendar out before I started talking about this. Okay, so in my intro to film class about 20 minutes ago, I'm actually skipping it right now. We take a break and then we watch a movie, and I decided to skip it because I actually have a paper due at midnight, so I figured I'd skip the class and write the paper for that class instead. And here I am making this instead of working on it. So, you know, hashtag college. Anyway, today's the 29th of November, 2011. Now, a couple weeks ago, would have been the 13th of November. Me and some of my friends, we made a pinky pact to have the greatest Christmas of all the Christmases. Anyway, today we were doing our project on documentaries, and it occurred to me, as a film major, that I had never made a documentary before in my life. And so, a very Spring Vegas Christmas just kind of seemed like the exact chapter of my life that needs chronicling. Now, it's not even December, so there's plenty of time for this to just fizzle away, but I think we can keep the dream alive and have the best Christmas the world has ever seen. In my intro to film class today, we're talking about documentary filmmaking, and it appeared to me that I had never made a documentary in my life, and what a better chapter of my life to chronicle than my first Spring Vegas Christmas.
Dude, too bad we don't have a better day to document, though.
Well, I mean, I'm just gonna bring this camera around and just pull it out.
So you just like this voice, like it never shows you in the documentary.
Well, I think I'm gonna make it as documentary as possible, and I'm gonna cut to parts where it's just gonna be like, you know, you guys just like talking about things, and then I'm gonna go like to reenactments. But anyway,
I was actually thinking myself of something we could like film. Like it wouldn't have like words in it. It would just be like
silent movie.
Yeah, well, it would have like Christmas music, and it would be like you wake up to see it's like December 1st on your advent calendar, and you like get all excited, and then like me and Eric just like randomly meet up with you, and then it just like shows like a few glimpses throughout the day of what we do. And then in the end we'd all just be like snuggled up in bed, pulling up a blanket.
With those big like, you know, nightcaps.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying,
dude, so over there, this Chancey's, we're talking about Harry Potter. I know, right?
You said that, I think like one of my just looked at us.
Because he's a Chancey,
probably.
I guess we're gonna have to explain the concept of Chancey.
Well, I figured we'd do that in like a talking head segment on The Office.
Me and Greg came up with the term for Chancey's for indie girls, or girls, alternative girls, any girl that really suits our fancy. And the reason for that is because they're fucking hard to find and even harder to catch. Just like Chancey's. And we've even likened it to almost every aspect of the game of Pokemon. Like, catching them is like we have to weaken them first with being charming and shit, and then throw a Pokeball and catch their number. And like saying their natural habitat is like the Safari Zone. Safari Zone is like coffee shops and fucking bookstores and stuff. And they hide, man. They do. They really, really do.
Whenever she has problems, it's like FN, and it's like SMS slut.
Does she know you're filming her?
No. Okay. Bender. So,
You're being so lame, right?
in my intro to film class, we learned about documentaries.
I know, they're telling us.
Oh, you told him? You already know?
Huh?
You already know that
we told him.
we're going to be in a documentary?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I mean,
Like this year or maybe next year.
How do you feel about
it's gonna be
that?
like home movies, you know?
I'm in fan.
We're like, guys, we should watch that movie. Scott made that one time. Yeah. So, we look so young. Yeah. Look at that hair.
Whoa, dude, I really sound like
Dude, look at my beard. It's so impressive.
What was I wearing?
I don't know. You have to shave it in 2 days.
I know.
Actually, it's like
Not have to, it's just get to. I can get to.
I'm gonna do my self-analysis.
In my head, my voice is very soothing and sensual and very nice. But out loud, unrecorded shit, it's just barbaric, harsh, and awful. I don't like it at all.
Well, I think your voice is soothing. Like if I couldn't sleep, oh, camera's on me. About time. It's been a while. But God, dude, you know, some people just feel like they're made for a camera. That's me. Yeah. If I needed to go to bed, though, like I'd listen to a CD of your voice, Scott. Did you take your glasses off for the camera?
No, I took my glasses off because I was laying down, and when you lay on your glasses, it's really uncomfortable.
Glasses are hot though, so don't take off your glasses for the camera. People make that mistake.
Yeah, you should do one of those for it.
I fell asleep in my glasses the past 2 nights, and I woke up with my head like right here, just
I guess I slept really weird last night, but I woke up with just like 3 like marks on it. They have like whiskers, so like half my face this morning.
Dude, chat. Just text me real fast. Just do it.
Okay.
So,
So people have been
it's awesome.
Oh, hey. Oh, it's from you. So it was from Andy, and I was like, yeah, alright.
Yeah,
It was not. Oh, nice. So I have to explain what tight butthole means, too. This will be a point where we cut to a talking head of you explaining it. It'd be so good.
Well, I don't listen to Yellow Singers.
Is it rolling?
Yeah.
Wait, has it been rolling this
Yeah.
We got this saying where we say something is either tight butthole or loose butthole. And what it is tight butthole is good, loose butthole is bad. And you don't say it like a noun, you don't say like that's a tight butthole or like that's a loose butthole. You just say that's so tight butthole, dude, or like, oh, you stubborn dog shit, that's so loose butthole, man. Dude, the talking heads are gonna be like the best part.
I know, that's what I'm excited about.
my sister just texted me that
There. Oh, dude, you might get a virus from the porn. Christmas porn. High five.
Christmas porn. It'd be worth it though. Dude,
And
yeah,
you know
wait,
what Christmas porn?
You did it, you have to do it.
I'm in the library this time.
That's why you whisper it.
Okay. Extra blood flow to the penis.
Okay, extra blood flow started at work. Me and my coworker last summer, Mike, were walking, and we saw this hot girl. And then he turns to me and he's like, you know what that means, right? And like the first thing that came to my mind was, you know, like I didn't get any action over the summer, so like the first thing that came to my mind was like, you know, like what does that mean? It means I'm gonna get some extra blood flow to my penis, and evidently that's what came out of my mouth, and we started laughing, and ever since then, whenever we see a hot girl or anything that has to do with sex, sometimes it's completely doesn't have to do with sex or girls at all. One of us will say, you know what that means, right? And then we high five and go, extra blood flow to the penis. And you know, a lot of people around us hear it, being in college, and think we're like crazy, but that's pretty much what it is.
This is what I'm doing. I'm documenting our Christmas. Because in my intro to film class...
But you're using this as a project.
No. In my intro to film class, we learned about documentaries. That was our.
For shits and giggles.
I'm doing this for fun because I was like, hey, I've never made a documentary.
That's awesome.
And so we're gonna have like talking head segment things.
It's gonna end up like being like the Blair Witch Project. It's gonna like go
No, it's the
haywire.
opposite. It's gonna be like the.
No, it's something really bad's gonna
I
happen.
feel like that's your dream.
Well, I hope that's not what happens.
Come on, let's get high. Come on, let's get high. High. Well, I found a new way. I found a new way. Come on, don't use me.
In class today, we get 3 participation points for showing up, right? So that's kind of why I went today. You know, hey, let's get these participation points. Well, long story short, it turns out I was presenting my speech today and not next week. So I get up there, I don't have a PowerPoint, I'm just like, well, good thing I know a lot about post-humanism, I guess. And so I give my speech, and I made it up on the spot, and I'm like taking notes with a little piece of paper and pencil right beforehand. And so I ended up doing better on the speech than I'd done the paper, which is fucked up. But look what he said. You were relaxed to the point of seeming unprepared, and unprepared.